everyone, I'm CelesteOrchid and welcome to my channel. My channel is all about cosplay, tutorials, makeup, and how to wear it. Today is Christmas 2018! So Merry Christmas to you all, and today I have a special Christmas cosplay for you. If you're going to a lot of parties and you don't know what to wear, look no further than this incognito Christmas cosplay. This one is inspired by Miraculous Ladybug, and we're doing Marinette. She is the main character, and she is the one who turns into the Miraculous Ladybug and saves Paris.
Marinette
is a girl in fashion school, and she works around that in her daily routine. But on the side, she is actually the Miraculous Ladybug saving people and restoring the hearts from the darkness. I forget what they are, but they're like butterflies, and she's got to capture them and turn them like from purple butterflies into white butterflies. That's beyond the point. So today's look looks like this or like this. So you get a 2-for-1 doozy. Let me just save you a lot of warning and tell you never to work with glitter unless you are completely sure that it is staying in place. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on new cosplay tutorials, how-tos, makeup, craziness, randomness, all the fun stuff. Let's get on to the tutorial. Woo!
So I want us to understand what is going on here with my ugly face. And this is the current project that I wanted to work on. I was told from a YouTube video to wash your fabric first with glitter, and that way it will help prevent it from falling off. Instead, it just helped it make it all fall off more. Look at all this little glitter spots. Most of the fabric doesn't have a lot of glitter left anymore, if you can see it, and it makes me really upset. Oh, by the way, these gray spots are the backward spots, so don't worry, it's still doubled. In some cases on the front of the fabric, look, it's like barely at all visible, so I'm just probably going to have to salvage that and just cut that shit off and put it as an under layer, and then use this part as a top layer. That's right, we're gonna pull a Christmas miracle with this fabric. So the first thing I did was lay down some newspaper because I don't want my work dust to get all destroyed with glitter. Next, I'm going to separate out and see how far I have until the glitter returns to normal. So you can see these ones barely have any black. These ones are super shiny and black. So I'm going to cut off the rest of that piece over there. So I have a lot of fabric left over. I decided I wanted to create an empire waistline bohemian dress. So I need a measurement from under my bust to the first part of the cut of the skirt, and then another cut right above the knees, and then how many layers I want underneath that. I based everything around 15 inches, so I cut 2 15-inch tubes for the middle parts of the dress, and then I cut some smaller parts in between for the bottom row. An empire waistline is very high up on the body, not like high-fitting pants or high-fitted leggings. It's just underneath the breast line. Now that everything is cut out, begin to sew everything together. So attach 2 strips of the 7 inches together to make the bottom row, and then all the rest of them, that is the smaller strips, combine them all together to make one mega strip. Now you want to take that first bottom strip, which is 2 strips sewn together. Then you want to take the 4 strips sewn together, which is the mega strip, and we're going to put that at the middle of the other one. We're going to slowly ruffle it together, so that way we create a very nice little bottom ruffly skirt piece. That bottom skirt piece will kind of look something along the lines like this, and you want to make sure that you have enough bottom fabric to go around. Now take your bottom piece and then you're going to sew it onto your hips piece. This piece is going to then attach to the top piece, which attaches to the bodice top. Make sure not to ruffle it too much in one area because it might bunch unevenly and you don't want that. Now go ahead and attach your hip piece to your torso piece, but cut your torso piece first to fit your measurements. Took off 5 inches from the torso layer, the part that attaches from the bodice to the skirt, and this way the bottom of the dress will ruffle more versus being too big. Now I'm going to take out the last of my fabric, and this is where I'm going to be making the bodice top. I'm going to use one solid piece of fabric, so I'm going to be using the fold of the fabric and then folding it over and making sure that it will fit my bodice. Now I'm going to be cutting the fabric and I'll have one giant solid piece, and then I'm going to cut out a scoop neckline, and it's also going to have a scoop for the back line, and then I'm going to cut out a J shape for the sleeves. Now, the first time I cut out the sleeves, I realized that they're really small, so I had to go back and cut them again. And this one I just modified myself, and I just based it off of a normal top. I realized also that my fabric was right sides facing out, so I had to flip it inside out, and now I can sew the top seams together, and then I can add the skirt. Now I'm going to do a quick test fit to make sure that it fits appropriately. Obviously, I'm not going to be wearing this dress underneath, but I wanted to see what it would look like. You can see here that the sides aren't closed, but the fabric has enough stretch so that it won't be a problem. This is where if you have any adjustments that you need to make them now. Other than that, if you're happy with how it looks, go ahead and sew the entire thing closed. If you remember, I have all of that extra material that I cut off at the beginning. I'm now going to use that for the second part and not waste any of it, because we have a lot of waste and I don't want to spend any more money on fabric than I have to. Now I'm going to be using the measurement from my waist to how far I want this skirt to be, so this was about 17 inches. Now with the remainder of the fabric, I'm going to be cutting several 17-inch strips, as much as possible that I can get out of this fabric. Then I'm going to attach and make them into one giant long strip of fabric. Now with that long strip of fabric, we are going to sew it under the sewing machine, creating a light ruffle. And next, what I'm going to do is cut a piece of elastic that is around my waist size. After that, I'm going to use the sewing machine, and I'm going to be using these ruffles and stretch the elastic slightly using a zigzag stitch, attaching it to the elastic. Once it's attached to the elastic, then I sew the elastic closed, and that will complete our skirt.
the over-top dress that can be used in many different looks was inspired by Lirika Matoshi. I found her on Instagram and I fell in love with her design.
Marinette
As a red bodysuit when she turns into the Miraculous Ladybug. But today we are not wearing a red bodysuit to a Christmas party. No, anytime a magical girl transforms, do you ever wonder, do they get naked and take their clothes off? Or do they lose their clothes? Or do the new clothes just go on top of their old clothes, creating new clothes? So I had the idea of making an over-the-top dress for your clothes that you're going to wear. This can be a little secret to yourself, knowing that you're cosplaying incognito as one of your favorite characters, or wearing something inspired by one of your favorite characters. One of the biggest reasons why I don't recommend glitter tulle is because glitter is all over my house. I tried a few YouTube hacks to make sure that the glitter will not spread everywhere. No, that is a lie. And now glitter is all over the house, all over the floor, everywhere, and I just don't recommend it. It just doesn't go away. As you can see, I style these very differently. Just because I'm not in full cosplay doesn't mean that I can't be creative and still emulate the character that I want to be. If you think I should wear something different in this outfit, leave me a comment down below and I'll maybe try it out and see what it looks like. If you want to check out what YouTube recommends, click here. And if you want to see what I recommend, click here. Make sure to click the red button down below to subscribe to my channel, and remember, stay inspired and be creative. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas, and I will see you in another video.